Hi loves, I'm Jenna and this is my first video on YouTube. And honestly, I'm super excited because I've been wanting to have a platform that allows to have more authentic and very laid back conversations. So I feel that this is the perfect platform for that. And yeah, just to kind of like have a safe place to talk about anything and everything. Okay, so a little bit about me. I've been living now for 2.5 years in Italy, in Milan, and I came here for my master's in fashion styling and creative direction. And it was a really, really big dream of mine. And also, I always wanted to live in Italy. Before moving here, I feel like I had so many different eras because I was working as a flight attendant. Then I had an era of saving everything, literally I was living on a budget and saving so much money in order for me to come here and do my studies here. I was also working multiple different jobs. I was working with different influencers. I did social media. I did photography, a bit of communications. I was working as a sales associate. I always hate saying the word sales associate because I think it's such a hard word. So originally I'm from Finland. I lived there until my 20s. Then I went to Amsterdam to start my studies. But quite quickly after being there for a while, some weeks, some months, I realized that I was in a burnout. I had a lot of anxiety. I was diagnosed with depression after it, and I was really in a burnout of everything that had been happening. And yeah, so I moved back. I dropped out from university. I moved back to live with my parents in the countryside. And yeah, I completely replanned my life because I never wanted to be in a similar situation as then, and I never wanted to feel so low and so empty. And I have to say, I know that this is such a cliche, but I think that it was the best thing that ever happened to me because it really forced me to rewire my brain, and it really put uh, a lot of things into new perspective. And I also realized the most important thing of what I really want to do and that I don't want to play it safe in my life. I have really big dreams and I want to make those dreams happen. And I feel that with that experience, I gained so much awareness of myself as a person. So yeah, so it gave me the courage of moving to Italy and working in fashion because fashion definitely isn't the safest option. And it was super funny because when I quit the school, so when I sent the resignation or quit, like the letter, the next thing that I did was that I took my computer and I went to a cafe and I started searching for fashion stylist jobs or fashion stylist education because I was studying communication science in Amsterdam. So not fashion. And yeah, I didn't realize it at that time that fashion was really the thing that I want to do, but it really opened my eyes. And yeah, I realized it some months later that that's actually what I wanted to do all along. And it felt unreachable. It felt impossible to study fashion or study abroad with high tuitions because in the Nordics we are used to school being free. We don't have tuition fees. So to spend thousands or tens of thousands of euros on education is not really a thing that we do. So yeah, but I mean, I started working a lot and I was really living on a budget, paying my rent, paying my bills, but I saved 1,000 euros a month at least. No, I think at least it was 700 euros, but approximately 1,000 euros a month I saved because I was like, I'm going to Italy, I'm going to a fashion school, I want that for myself. And yeah, I made it happen and I'm still living in Italy. But okay, to more lighter topics, I would say If I think about what kind of things I love, I love secondhand shopping. I love all kinds of markets that there are. I love everything that is aesthetic, and I try to find the beauty in every single little thing. I romanticize my life a lot. Pilates, coffee, decaf because it's better for my body, I've noticed. Also matcha. Um, I love to travel, art galleries. I love social media as well. Or I feel like I have a hate love relationship with social media because I do love how you can create communities and you can get new friends and you can express yourself creatively. But I also feel that there's a lot of pressure on social media and you compare yourself very easily. And it's very easy to sugarcoat things and to get kind of like get away from the reality in good and in bad. I also love psychology and human behavior and improving and growing and learning. I love to read. Well, that's a bit of a lie because I love to learn, but I don't love to read because for me, I feel it just takes so much time, and I'm not very patient. But I do love to read every now and then, like short things. And yeah, I'm honestly super, super, super excited to start this. And I'll also post more on my TikTok and on my Instagram. So follow along.